In the mists of time, when the earth was still young, a story of origins was woven, a tale that would echo through generations and shape a nation's identity. This is the legend of LCC Long Quan and UC, the sacred ancestors of the Vietnamese people. From the depths of the vast swirling ocean, a magnificent being arose. This was LCC Long Quan, the Dragon Lord of the Seas. His armor bore the intricate patterns of dragon scales. A golden aura radiated from him, and majestic sea dragons swam at his feet. He was a god among men, his power as boundless as the waters from which he came. Meanwhile, high above, on the misty peaks of sacred mountains, dwelt UC, a celestial fairy of unparalleled grace, with wings of pure light and a spirit as free as the mountain winds. She was the daughter of the highlands, an immortal of the earth and sky. Fate, it seemed, had a grand design. Their paths converged in an ancient, enchanted forest. As sunlight filtered through the towering trees and glowing butterflies danced in the air, LCC Long Quan and UC met for the first time. It was a moment of profound connection, a destined encounter between the dragon of the sea and the fairy of the mountains. They were captivated, drawn together by a force stronger than the tides and higher than the peaks. Their love blossomed, and soon UC bore a sacred sack, not of flesh and blood, but one that contained 100 precious eggs. She held it with a gentle, maternal love. Her face serene as heavenly light radiated from within. Ancient patterns glowed on the ground beneath her, heralding a miracle, and a miracle it was. In a burst of divine golden light, the 100 eggs hatched, not into birds or dragons, but into 100 beautiful, healthy children. Each child was a spark of ancestral energy, their birth a holy, awe-inspiring moment that promised a new beginning for the land. For a time, life was idyllic. LCC Long Quan, UC, and their 100 children lived in perfect harmony. In a land nestled between the mountains and the sea, they built a home. The warm glow of the sunset would cast a soft light on their family, a picture of peace and happiness. They were the first family, the progenitors of a future people. But the harmony born of their union could not erase the fundamental differences of their origins. LCC Long Quan was a creature of the water, his spirit yearning for the deep ocean. UC was a daughter of the mountains, her heart belonging to the high peaks and forests. Storm clouds began to gather, reflecting the conflict within their souls. The winds from the sea clashed with the gales from the mountains, a dramatic, external sign of their inner turmoil. With heavy hearts, they realized their natures were too different to coexist forever in one place. They had to make a heartbreaking choice, not just for themselves, but for their children and the future of the land. Thus came the historic farewell. Standing on a shore where the sea met the mountains, they agreed to part. The sky itself seemed to split, one side a deep ocean blue, the other a fiery mountain orange. With tears in their eyes and sorrow in their hearts, they divided their children, each to lead 50 to the realm of their own origin. LCC Long Quan, the Dragon Lord, turned towards the water. With 50 of their children following, he walked into the deep ocean. Enormous, benevolent sea creatures swam alongside them, and the silhouettes of water dragons could be seen in the misty horizon, guiding them to their new home in the underwater palace. He would teach them the ways of the sea, the skills of fishing, and how to navigate the vast waters. At the same time, UC, the mountain fairy, led the other 50 children up into the highlands. As they ascended the ancient stone steps, mythical birds flew overhead, their wings casting protective shadows. A warm, gentle aura surrounded her children as she guided them into the heart of the mountains. She would teach them the arts of cultivating the land, raising livestock, and building homes in the forests and valleys. This division was more than a separation. It was the symbolic founding of a nation. The homeland was now defined by two distinct yet connected realms: the coastal lowlands, touched by crashing ocean waves, and the towering mountain peaks, shrouded in mist. 50 children on each side, the sea and the mountains, water and earth, dragon and fairy. This duality would become a core part of their identity. The 100 children grew into strong, wise, and courageous adults. They became the first warriors, leaders, and protectors of their respective lands. Though separated by geography, they stood united in spirit, a proud and noble lineage blessed by their divine parents. They were the ancestors of the Vietnamese people, the Con Rê Nang, Sho Tian, children of the dragon, and grandchildren of the fairy. Even in their separate realms, LCC Long Quan and UC never forgot their children or their people. From his majestic underwater palace, with its glowing coral towers and pearl and jade throne, Lạc Long watched over the coast. When terrifying monsters threatened the land, he would rise from the depths, summoning raging waves and water dragons to defend his descendants in epic, thundering battles. And in her sacred forest, filled with spiritual energy and mythical creatures, Yusi blessed the mountains. With a single touch, she could make vibrant flowers bloom across the land, her magic flowing from her fingertips to enrich the soil and ensure prosperity for her children of the highlands. Their legacy became an eternal symbol of unity in diversity, a mighty golden dragon rising to the sky, a celestial fairy descending from the heavens, their energies intertwining to represent the origin and enduring strength of a people born from both the sea and the mountains. This powerful emblem speaks of a nation that is both fierce and gentle, adaptable and steadfast. This mythic panorama of ancient Vieta, land of oceans, mountains, forests, and villages is forever united under the watchful guardianship of its divine progenitors. Lạc Long and Yusi remain as celestial beings, their promise to protect their descendants echoing through time. To this day, their story is celebrated. In ancient festivals, people offer incense and beat sacred drums, honoring the Dragon Lord and the Fairy Mother. Lanterns rise into the night sky, carrying prayers and gratitude to the ancestors who gave them their home, their culture, and their identity. The legend of Lạc Long and Yusi is more than just a myth. It is the beautiful, complex story of a nation's soul, a grand composition that weaves together the sea, the mountains, the dragon, the fairy, and 100 children, creating a powerful testament to the enduring spirit and unity of the Vietnamese people. Thank you for joining us on this journey into Vietnam's foundational legend. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales from history and mythology.